Are you recording already, Ben?
Yeah, I've been recording for a while.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 8 of Barely Independent. I can't believe it.
Happy.
We started earlier this year, and we've arrived at episode 8. I don't know. I don't think we're going to make it, but we're here. How do you guys feel?
Actually, yeah.
Really amped. I'm proud of the commitment we've
I
put
really
through.
am.
I'm very proud of the supporters, man.
Yeah.
The
There we
people
go.
out there who are on the long drives.
People actually
Listening.
hitting, like, as soon as it's uploaded,
Yeah.
getting in there.
Commenting.
And, it's really weird that we've been doing something for so long.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't often, actually carry on with things
Yeah.
after a certain amount of time. So it's cool that we're
that's
still
true.
doing it.
That's true. I think the group motivation we got going, and you know what? Just on what Tyron said about people giving feedback,
Yeah.
I'm just loving that. Like
We
such,
appreciate it.
like
Yeah.
positive feedback
The good
just from
and the bad.
random people that I didn't think would ever be listening to us, and that just makes it so much more fun. And
Yeah, thank you, random people.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
dedicating it to the randoms of the world.
come
Yeah.
on.
All the puzzlers out there.
Okay,
puzzler
so
pack.
the news cycle recently has been kind of strange, kind of been
weird.
dominated by some stuff that maybe we don't want to get into.
Sia Chalisi.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
You know, sorry, it's just a Sia
So
Chalisi
I think the
pronunciation.
biggest news is what you're saying now is
Yeah.
we are South Africa is
We
World
won.
World
Yes.
champs.
Cup rugby champions.
Yep.
And that is our third time.
Yep.
That puts us
Yes.
on par with New Zealand.
Yes.
But we've played 2 less World Cups
That's correct because
because of
of
the apartheid ban.
yeah.
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 So we've come a long way. I'm so proud of this
Statistically,
community.
we're the best rugby team in World Cups.
There we go. Yes, you mentioned that. I remember when we were watching the finals, like we have big game mentality.
Yeah.
And that
Game it.
We do. We
It's
do.
like big game energy, guys. Woo.
Hey, BG.
I know what you want to say.
Well,
Wow.
this is a family-friendly podcast.
Yeah.
I think the best moment in the final was when I saw the Emperor
Oh.
give the trophy
Oh, the lad.
to your boy Sia.
Explain something to me, Pete.
Yeah.
Is that the rareness of that moment of seeing the Emperor at an event
Very
like that?
true.
Just explain, because from what I've heard, it's like you don't see him every day.
Yeah.
He's almost worshipped in Japanese culture. It's like
He's
the
very,
English
very
and the
revered.
Queen.
He's
Yeah.
basically the
Yeah.
Japanese Pope.
There we go.
For
Oh,
Shinto.
wow.
I think
Yeah.
it's significant because it shows you, like everybody spoke about how well they hosted the
Yeah.
World Cup, and it shows you
Yeah.
the emphasis that government and the royal family and everybody took on a relatively small world sport. If you take
Yeah.
it into comparison
Yeah.
to other sports that are very popular,
It came out of nowhere for Japan.
yeah. And then for him to make an appearance and
Yeah.
actually to do the handover, I think it's so significant, and
Yeah.
what a wonderful gesture to the winners and to the
Yeah.
country and to rugby as a sport. I
Yeah.
think is very special, yeah,
And for uniting the nation.
in such a big way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone feels like we can do anything now.
Yep.
So we need to
We
use the
can't fly,
momentum
but yeah, we can
and
do
actually start changing things.
Mm,
And like Ty, you were saying we can't fly.
We can't fly. I don't know. What did the rugby players fly back on? Fly black on. That was a bad slip. I'm so sorry about that. No. It was a great slip because black captain.
Can you beat
Yeah,
that?
no, we're so proud of this community. Major strides.
But like this is the stat that I really appreciated. Sia Chalisi is not the first black South African captain to win a World Cup. He's the first black captain.
There we go.
Yes,
It's
full stop.
just like
Person of color.
Yeah.
You know, captain to hold
Incredible.
it. Which is great. Progressive,
Perhaps
everything.
they're sensible enough not to play a game where you're running into other people. But I don't, just
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, is.
I think it's a really special thing. Getting to the SAA thing,
Yeah.
I just quickly want to tell my experience last year when I traveled for work 3 separate occasions.
Yes.
I had to go to George, East London, and PE.
So it's all the middle of nowhere.
Pretty much, yeah.
Short
So-
flights, eh?
Short
1
flights.
hour flights.
Correct. And my morning flights were very, very early, and they were all on time on all 3 occasions.
Yeah.
But on the way back, now you've had a full day of work in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I won't say what I did while I was there, but on the way back, so you know your ticket, you need to be there like an hour before the time. I'm always like on time with that, so because I don't want to get stuck in like East London. Like,
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? So I get
No
there.
offense to our East London listeners.
Listeners,
Because
yeah.
we have so many. The entire town of East London.
Windy
all 5 of them.
City. Okay, so
SPE.
on
Yeah.
on that note, I was flying SAA the whole way,
Okay.
and all 3 of those flights, all of them were delayed by
Wow.
the shortest delay I had was 2 hours. The longest delay
2
I had
hours
was
is a long-
George, and it was 4 hours, and I got back, and I got home at like 12.
Really?
and it was not fun.
I just want to put
No, that
on that with the drain. Like, what's insane is if an airplane's late, they get charged by the airport for the time they are late. And so,
I didn't know that.
There's already financial turmoil, so
Exactly.
they're just increasing costs by just not being efficient.
Yeah. So, like, for example, airports make a lot in parking, but then late fees. If your airplane's delayed and it's standing there in a taxi spot that another plane needs to take, by the way.
I
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
that, eh?
Yeah.
That's an interesting fact.
It was very significant. Yeah.
I mean, let's contrast it. I've flown, I think, all the South African airlines.
Yeah.
Well, the local, like
of them?
Kalula, British Airways, what's
Mango.
that? Mango, Safair. Never been late. Sometimes been 20 minutes before arrival time.
yeah.
I've never flown SAA though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
no, the SAA, like, it's clearly hit or miss. Like you were saying, was SAA all the way, but the morning flights were on time.
Morning flights are on time.
So is it the evening stuff?
I don't. Ooh,
The night shift.
that's a good point. Yeah.
But yeah, with SAA, they're in huge turmoil. But I was actually reading the news before this, and they actually came to an agreement with
Okay.
with their workers. So they agreed to, it was either 5.4 or 5.6% increase
Why are we talking increases in December, man?
Wow.
if they have money, and that would be effective April or
They
March
don't have
next
money.
year.
That's the
But no.
government's bailing
Okay,
them
sorry.
out.
I thought the last point we left at was 900 people were going to get
Yes,
sacked.
that's still where they are.
Yes.
That's still where they are.
And that's not pilots.
They're not going to invoke it on the like on workers really anymore. I think the agreement said. I think it was more for management and like middle
Yeah.
management.
That makes sense.
And the big thing about SA and it going under, it's overpaid management.
Okay.
It's incredibly overpaid
Yeah.
management. People earning R1 million a year contracts for not doing much. And it's been cycling around year after year after year. And the taxpayers are actually paying for these salaries for someone to do nothing.
Sure.
And now,
Sure.
so this is the point I wanted to take. Is this the best news for South Africa in the long run? Because now the government is saying, actually, let's tighten the belts.
Yeah.
Let's strap up.
They're not going to sell SAA though.
They're not going to sell SAA, but is SAA just going to... What's going to happen? Because there are talks about Richard Branson potentially coming in and saving the whole thing.
Virgin SA.
Yeah, well,
I could see that happening, but like the EFF and every single like workers union and coalition and stuff, they're all against private.
of course they are.
Yeah,
of
sure,
course they
sure,
are, but they're
sure.
not the government right now.
Yeah, but,
And ANC are on the level of, let's start privatizing. Let's
but the
get the
president
country
has no
jacked up.
support in his own country. The union supported him. So is he going to cut off
Ooh,
the hands of
that's
these?
a huge... that's a good
now
point.
we're getting down the
I mean,
brass
the
tacks.
guy, let's put it this way, the guy who was kind of the founder of a lot of the
Yeah.
unions
Yeah.
is now not signing what the unions are wanting.
Yeah.
So he's...
Because,
I'm
quite
going to coin
frankly,
this phrase.
It's the swing vote. for them.
Ramaphosa is going to go down as the current day Margaret Thatcher, where he's going to take the power away from the trade unions, be hated by the people, but save South Africa. That's where I think things could be going.
So quite frankly, like what the unions are demanding is like quite unreasonable. Like I think at one point it was like a 9% and above increase. They want to insource. So SAA has been forced now with the agreement to set up a subcommittee about possibly insourcing certain things that they've been wanting to insource. For those who don't know, insourcing is useful because you get all the benefits from it. You're not
Okay.
like
Yeah.
it's just some contractor. It's like
Yeah.
set contracts.
Yeah.
But I just absolutely love the condition, and I always want to take it back there. Just that if they have money, so you guys are going to get your back
Sure,
pay, and you're going to
sure.
get your increases
If we have money.
if they get the funding.
Basically,
are
no.
they going to get the funding?
No.
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 Who's like,
I
who's
don't,
gonna
I don't
fund
think he's on that trip. I don't think Ramaphosa is because he knows that this is a place where he's hemorrhaging. ESCOM,
Yes.
he's hemorrhaging.
Yes.
it? There's no money for bailouts.
It's done.
Yeah, ESCOM
Yeah.
ESCOM took everything.
Yep.
And we need ESCOM to
They
not
took
fail.
everything.
There's no pockets. Okay.
Okay.
No, man, last comment for me on this thing
Yeah.
is I really respect Ramaphosa's resolve to just say no.
Sure.
And he's
Haven't
going
we
to...
say no either.
Well, he was in Russia to sign some papers about increase across all government staff, and he didn't sign it because he felt that the new wages that's going across all government sectors
Yeah.
Sure.
was too much for the country to handle.
Okay.
First president to finally say, guys, we're overspending. You know, we're in debt. So, yeah, we're going back 60 years to Germany in the 1960s, where they just, for 40 years, tightened their belts, and now they're coming free.
And Deutschland über alles. So
Uber alles.
Yeah. So I mean, we had this incredible high in Japan, and now a fairly hard knock.
I'm glad our boys made it back, eh?
What did they fly though? Do we know?
Probably SAA.
Prince Harry's Airlines, I don't know.
Like SAA charters for like our Olympic teams
Okay.
and for
Yeah,
our-
yeah.
No,
the-
but fly South
No,
Air,
wait,
fly the Boca, bro.
I
Do they?
I saw
And
private
locally.
Okay.
I saw private jet images.
Really?
I'm pretty sure I saw pictures on Twitter.
I'm pretty sure there was an ad for the World Rugby where it was an airline that was one of the main sponsors.
Yeah.
So
So then probably just flew them.
yeah, I'm assuming. Could be wrong. I think it was because I remember the referee. There was a very famous referee, and he was running up and down the aisles and like giving people red cards and yellow cards and stuff for like acting out in the aisles and stuff. Can't remember exactly.
So you're
Yeah,
looking
I
for-
can't find anywhere where
Okay.
what airline they've flown. Sorry,
not
guys.
important.
Again, sticking with sport, but let's going global.
Yeah.
The F1 scene and
Talk about the Brazil.
the
Grand
Brazilian Grand Prix.
Prix. Most
I heard
exciting
it was
race
amazing.
of the last 5 years.
Sincerely, like I
Crashes in the last 5 laps, like nearly everyone bombed out.
I
So it
had
was
so much fun
entertaining.
watching that.
But people could have died.
No, it was
And I think
still
it's
crashes.
it's a very polarizing race because you had two people on the podium for the first time,
Yep.
young drivers, and then on the
Yep.
opposite side you had Ferrari with this massive internal dilemma and
Yes.
like drivers basically going at each other.
Yeah.
We had Pierre Gasly from France, Red Bull Toro Rosso, getting his first podium in second place, holding off Hamilton
Wow.
in a photo finish, and you had Carlos Sainz after the investigation getting third place.
Yep. And Carlos Sainz started at 20th.
He started
That's the
at
back of the
Wow.
grid.
Okay.
But he's been.
That's
We had a
impressive.
conversation the other week. A couple of mates and myself. We watch Formula One on the Sundays. We
Yep.
come over to my place, and the conversation started: surprise package of the year or racer of the year. A lot of people saying Albon
Yeah.
surprise package, and then a few comments were definitely Carlos Sainz. So now, just to give a bit of context to the listeners or those of you guys here, is that McLaren haven't been doing anything, and they're
Yeah.
for the last 6 years, but they. Along with Ferrari, they're probably the biggest name in the history of Formula One, along with Ferrari. And now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's this guy, Carlos Sainz, who's kind of restoring the team's name. And he started in 20th. His teammate with the same car started like 10th or 11th.
yeah, I think it was 11th. Yeah,
And so
P11.
overtook him
Yeah.
and everything. So, what a race. I do want to comment on the Ferrari thing.
Go for it, bro.
So-
It's your
What
team.
is the Ferrari thing?
So, you've got this young 21-year-old boy, Charles Leclerc.
I do know.
Um,
yes.
Monacan.
Monacan, yes, and he's coming to Ferrari brand new. They kicked Kimi Raikkonen out, one of the old, the O'Kenners of the sport.
Yeah.
And brought in Charles Leclerc. But obviously, Charles Leclerc is going to be number 2 because the main driver is 4-time world champion Sebastian Vettel. He's going
Actually,
to,
yes.
But Charles Leclerc came in, has just nearly outperformed him in every race, every qualifying, done it. And Sebastian
Is it
Vettel's
considered
just
the same car?
the same team, same car.
So like, as in, like, it's not like that thing where they make the second car like slightly slower than the first car.
No.
Okay.
I think Formula One rules have done away with that because
Okay.
back in the mid 2000s it was like that, different settings. Now, Vettel starts like 10 places ahead of Leclerc, but in the last 6 laps, Leclerc all of a sudden overtakes Vettel from 4th to 3rd, and so Vettel's like, "No, I'm gonna catch you." Gets slipstream behind him, and then is like going like down the back straight. They're side by side, and Vettel realizing like he wants to make this overtake stick, starts veering into Leclerc's range, and both their wheels just touch each other.
Oh, no.
Both get a puncture, and both just veer
I
off the
saw
track.
that picture.
Yeah.
That picture was wild. It's
Sparks
like literally
and-
like
Yeah.
like the sparks flying and this big
Sad.
rubber
Yeah.
mass.
But now that small touch is interfering with an entire race and an outcome.
Yeah.
And that's why Formula One in 2021 are going to put like caps over the wheels
That's
so that
correct,
you can
yeah.
drive next to each other
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But what an exciting race. Your boy Max Verstappen,
Oh,
he did really well.
incredible. held the front,
Took
led the
Hamilton
race.
like 3 times in the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think just on that, just with McLaren specifically, with them getting the finish that they did get in the points, both cars, and also getting a podium finish,
They cemented.
they've cemented their 4th place.
Top of the middle of the mid
Whereas
range.
last year they were 6th.
Yeah.
And
That's a big improvement.
it's insane.
places, yeah.
It's so they are looking forward to 2020, and I believe their team principal also in an interview just said he is looking forward to the cap restriction, the budget restrictions for 2021.
Because they
That
don't
could
have.
equalize a lot.
Yes.
of
So they're
things.
gonna
I don't know much
re-
about the sport, but I know money.
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
the
so
great
things
equalizer.
might
So your
actually
Mercedes and
change
the
your
Ferraris are
power.
spending $350 million on R&D
a lot of
every
money.
year, but now the cap is 170.
How do you regulate that? Is it like everyone has to send in their budget sheets and then like double check?
That's a
or-
good point.
Because like if,
I don't know how you'd regulate
if you
that.
make engines for a living, surely like, oh hey, Jimmy over there at the
No.
commercial department came up with this great design.
No, it is
breakthrough.
a good point. There's certain limiter. It's like it's the cap is salaries as well, but it's excluding certain people like the top
Surely
brass.
drivers,
like the
and
managers.
Drivers and team principal, obviously their salaries
so
don't
drivers
count.
get like what 300 million
It's
a year.
insane. And then I think there was something also because you mentioned
Yeah.
a good thing, Ezra. The financials only kick in after the championship's been decided. So only after then the results come out. So people are saying,
You
okay,
can lose the position.
no, but this is the thing. They're saying, okay, so are you going to then strip someone's title because of the financial implication of not following the rules? Or what are the penalties going to be like if you do go over budget? So I'll
the
tell you
title.
at the end of the year, I'll spend 200 million.
surprise,
I'll
we
win
were
the
over
championship.
budget.
Yes.
And then, okay, you're going to penalize me. Okay, I'll pay more money for the penalty or what happens?
Yeah.
You know, so this,
Like, I don't know. Just what's wild is would they be able to start R&D now and then have it on this year's budget?
it's a,
Wow.
yeah.
Because
Have
let's
it
be
carry
honest,
over.
they start R&D after the second race.
Yes.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure like they have an idea what they want to
If
do
not
5 years
before
down the
that.
line.
Yeah.
Like that's how every good technology automaker. It's like
Yeah.
cool. This is my 5-year plan.
And probably now that you have the rules for 2021, you're busy with the car now.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Probably.
Definitely.
Sure. Google Stadia
Google
released
Stadia.
this week.
Yes, and it was an absolute mess.
This is interesting.
Yes. So basically,
Google is a big company,
Google's a very big company.
one of the biggest.
Like they
Okay,
probably have.
so
Yeah.
sorry, just to set you guys back a bit. What is Google Stadia?
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
So
Ben.
basically, Google decided to build this really big stadium, right?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. No, that's where the root word comes
Do
from.
they give out
It's
Super
like
Bowls?
Netflix for gaming.
Yes.
You buy a console, you connect via Google
You don't
Chrome.
buy a console, eh?
Sorry, you buy a
Yeah.
controller
Yeah.
via a Google Chrome connected to your TV, and you're supposed to stream from their servers gaming content.
And might I add, stream 4K HDR, which is
60 FPS.
like looks very cool,
That's a
basically.
lot. That's saying a lot.
So it's basically
So you need the bells and whistles before you can actually access this thing.
True. That's
Okay.
a first world type option there.
So basically, it's saying that if you have the internet to boot, and like they're saying you can stream 4K HDR with like a 32 meg, 35 meg line.
Really?
Right, yes. So they're saying if you have the internet, if you can get a Chromecast or even just use your laptop or your phone, a Pixel phone, and you get this controller, which is like going to translate to like 1,000 to 2,000 rand. You can get the gaming power that exceeds the PS4 Pro, that exceeds the Xbox One X, that exceeds most mid-range like gaming PCs.
So why is it a big mess?
Because everything is online and latency. So a lot of reviewers
Yeah.
were reviewing before it came out. Like
Yeah.
they're like, okay, cool. Things tend to be fairly stable. It worked for a lot of them. But then the real test is once you have a whole bunch of people trying
Sure.
to play like games at the same time. Like everyone comes home from work and they're all contacting this one server which has to now process these huge worlds like Red Dead Redemption 2, like Destiny 2, and these huge games that's very graphically intensive.
Yeah.
And now like it just choked.
Sure.
It's like they're like it's basically they released a beta product.
Yeah. So in some of the reviews I listened to, they were also saying that you actually had to buy the games again. So there was this premise where okay, you just like get charged a monthly fee.
Yeah.
But in the case of this early release, you still had to buy the games again, basically from them. And there
Would it
were-
just debit order your bank account?
No.
Okay,
I don't know how that works exactly, but
It's some weird licensing thing.
the other issue that a lot of people apparently had is that the activation codes that were promised on the release for buying the premium kind of Stadia
Yeah.
controller actually never arrived, and they weren't able to log on to
That's
this.
bad on
It's really bad, like
their name.
terrible service.
One of the biggest companies in the world, and like these codes that's supposed to be sent via email out by like 24 to 48 hours late.
But do Google ever do anything wrong?
Not on this scale.
What's that medical thing they're doing where they are
Oh, collecting everyone's data.
medical data as well, and they're like, no, we can do that. It's like, what? It's like messed up.
Yo.
So another thing that came up in this release was the fact that the activation was such a process.
You needed a
So-
Google Pixel for it.
You needed a pixel. So
Yeah.
so people were like, okay, I'll just log on to my
Google
Chrome,
Self-
just go for it.
Oh.
And a lot of these like tech reviewers were saying,
Hold up.
I needed a
Are
pixel.
they enforcing
Yeah.
the Apple thing where you want to go Apple product, you go Apple product everywhere?
To use Google Stadia, you need a Gmail account. And you need all of like you need Google services basically.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of that ecosystem. The fact that you need a Google Pixel to activate
Vertical
it.
monopoly.
Yeah,
John D. Rockefeller.
Hey, there's no money to be made in hardware anymore. If you want to make money, like for all our listeners out there, if you want to make money, start a subscription service and don't stop charging people.
SaaS fees monthly.
That's how you're making money. You set up one service that people can't live
So
without.
Barely Independent podcast, we're going to start charging people
We're
to
going to
listen.
charge all of you.
1 cent.
Yeah,
Please
just to
upvote.
clarify, we're not going to do that.
No, we're not going to do that.
But please upvote us.
Let us know if we should start a Patreon, by the way. Like, I'm actually like interested to hear what people would say about that. So, but Google Stadia was supposed to be this game-changing thing. The pun is
Oh, game changing.
intended.
Sure.
In November.
And it kind of seriously bombed. Like, I saw this one video. This guy was playing in Chrome on his PC, and he presses the space bar, and then like 5 seconds later, his character in Destiny 2 jumps. Imagine playing, right? So this thing's about to kill you, and you have to press jump immediately.
Destiny
And
is a
like,
quick game as well.
Yeah, no, it's extremely quick. So,
Sure.
Yo.
rip.
Yo.
Like it could get better. over
Yeah,
time.
yeah. And then very recent news with the Tesla CyberTruck. Just epic. This thing looks like if there were cars in Minecraft, this is what it would look like.
Yeah. Oh, another analogy is if you're playing like Need for Speed and you turn it way down to like the lower settings, that's what your truck would look like.
Like maybe a GTA game on PlayStation 1.
Yes.
It also looks like the trucks from Halo.
Oh,
Yes, you just-
okay.
you
That's where
stick a rocket
PewDiePie's
launcher
meme.
on
Yeah,
top.
yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Does it come with attachments? I think
It comes with attachments. It comes with a quad bike. No, you can put a quad bike on there.
So the entry level model I believe is $39,000 US. It's a 250 watt like motor.
What's
Yeah.
the range on that thing?
I don't know. I didn't check that stat. But it's
250
pretty-
kilowatts, eh?
Yeah,
That's a
sorry,
powerful
kilowatts.
car.
And you look up a stat now?
I looked
the
up a-
tri-motor model, which is a lot more expensive.
0 to 100 in less than 3 seconds.
And this
For
thing
a
is like,
truck.
and
So-
and it's a truck. Yeah, it's like because the way Elon was describing it, it's rolled steel
Yeah.
that they're putting on the exterior. That
How
they
heavy is it? That's the stat
Yeah,
you
that's-
go.
It's a stainless steel outside.
Yeah.
It's like
And
it's the
going-
same metal they're using on the on one of the spaceships.
Really?
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yes, because the Starship is
There we
now
go,
stainless
Starship,
steel on the
yeah.
outside.
Well, they're going to launch this one like they did the Roadster.
Whoa, dude! And then I think one of the videos he showed was someone firing a 9mm pistol
Wow.
at the door, and it just like
aliens
obliterating the
and
Because
bullet.
it's
Attack.
USA and you need that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And what's
Drive
the
it to school.
Yeah, picking up Timmy from school.
That's not funny.
Oh, we're not.
whoa?
Ooh,
I
this
saw
is
this-
gonna-
Okay, wait. So and then he also tested the glass on the but not before he tested it on the vehicle. He tested it with a metal ball falling through a
Yeah.
tube. But what is the glass called again? It's also like some strange name, like metal something or
Probably trademark something.
something like that. And I mean
incredible.
this metal ball just like does nothing. It cracks the normal glass and just like obliterates the
They just say armor glass.
armor. There we go,
Armor
armor
glass.
glass. Yeah.
It's like it can take 5 shots. Now, I just want to point out what's really funny, and I've seen it a lot with many of Elon Musk's like presentations and stuff.
Yeah.
It's truly amazing the things he's releasing.
Yeah.
And how much of a visionary he is. However, that guy really sucks at. He's no Steve Jobs with
No,
presentations.
true,
No.
true.
He actually like kind of sucks at presentations.
Yeah.
It's just that
Actually,
this
just
guy-
watching the reveal clip, he wasn't that.
Yeah, no, he's
Great.
not like Steve Jobs, but then
His products precede him, though.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the products are just so good that like everyone's like wow and clap their hands. And you did you see how like you were saying about the glass and the drop it?
Yeah.
And then they throw that metal ball at the truck. And then the window shatters.
Just smashes it.
and they throw it twice.
And they
So
go,
throw it
yeah,
one
it's like,
time.
no, let's throw it a bit lighter. He handled it pretty well because
But in their defense, it didn't shatter.
he had to finish the presentation with the broken glass behind him.
Because it was on that side. He should have done it on
It's
the
like
other
were,
side.
were they like trying to advertise that the glass breaks?
Yes.
No, that it doesn't break.
But like let's say if we were to take my car there and put that there and throw that, the window would shatter.
Yeah.
And like, this was like a clear impact.
Yes.
But it was in place and
Yeah,
would
yeah.
still protect you from something.
Yeah.
Just don't shoot it.
That's
after that.
awesome.
So
No, it's
the
impressive.
design's
Impressive.
wild though. And that's really
The look is great. I just looking at the tackies, the wheels basically, for those of you who don't know.
The mags, man, they look
mags.
so
Come here with your
cool.
They really look
Tickies.
rough. I want to know, aside from driving on Mars, what are we going to be doing with this car? Like-
so Americans love their pickup trucks. So, for example,
But I don't want to scratch that like the pickup trucks in America are often used to rough it up.
yeah,
I don't want to rough this beautiful.
stainless steel. You can literally
You
like
can shoot it. Actually, you're right.
you can cook food on it and it's sanitary. It's amazing.
Watch it become a mandatory
So-
car for teachers in America.
So picture this, right? You're in America. You're on the ranch, and
The ranch, please,
Yeah,
come
the
on.
ranch, and your mommy cow is about to give birth, but you're far away from the barn.
Oh, okay.
You load
I
the
can
car.
see the Hilux ad coming
Yeah.
up right now. The new Fortuner ad, bro.
Like
Yes.
or maybe you're out on your private airfield and your custom Boeing 747 is like is out of fuel. You need to tow it.
But 0 to 100 in less than 3 seconds.
So
You're going to be on the runway with the Boeing.
new, like I forgot which Ford truck, but like the new top end Ford truck for 2020. This has twice the load it can pull than that Ford truck. Like it's absolutely
Wow.
Have you seen the videos of the Tesla cars that can pull a 747?
Really?
This thing could probably pull like one of those big Russian ones, like if
That's
it wanted
incredible.
Sure.
I must say, it doesn't like it doesn't motivate me to like get it and then like put my family in like with the Fortuner you can like take the
Yeah.
to.
kids for holiday. No, I'm sure it has 4 seats, but it looks like if Knight Rider had an upgrade, like
So I
it's
saw
gonna
somebody-
kill everybody.
I saw somebody edit this car into a picture of Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh,
It's basically that, and then also it would fit right in with
Hold up.
Blade Runner.
On the Google search, when
Yeah.
you type in Tesla truck,
Yeah.
the next guess is Cyberpunk.
oh,
But it's,
yes,
that's
I
probably
think
just
that-
because it's called the Cybertruck that they
Yes.
kind of link it.
But I think everyone was like, "Hey, I think there's a link there."
Mm.
Like, the best thing, right? So you buy one of these,
yeah.
and then you get a free copy of Cyberpunk 2077 with the car.
Nice,
Yep.
nice. On
That's
your
the
choice
best
of platform.
marketing. Elon Musk. I know you listen to some South African thing. No, you probably don't. But this is the idea. You have our email on our YouTube channel. Hit us up. Marketing.
Black Friday
Black Friday.
is coming up.
Yeah.
The
Ben, do you want to
29th.
say something about that?
Yeah.
Because
You were trying to
it's
signal.
always a hype train.
Yeah.
And I think people have recently become a bit more silly about it here.
Absolutely.
It's not always been a thing in South Africa, but
Yeah.
now with just globalization and people seeing trends and businesses also latching on, it's gotten a bit crazy. We've seen some videos go viral where game just gets
Yes.
obliterated by people and
So I'm going to sound super whiny now, right?
okay, here
Yeah.
we go.
But South African companies don't do Black Friday right.
No, they
At
don't.
all. It's like, hey, like, do you know how many adverts I've seen on my like sites like My Broadband,
Yeah.
and like any South African site, any South African news site, like, hey guys, we're releasing our Black Friday deals early. Like, no, that's not the spirit of the day. It's supposed to be blatant consumerism on one day,
one day.
where you actually get good deals.
Yeah.
And I emphasize good deals. So like
But
you only-
that's the point. Is it's good deals. People at the moment are just saying like anything 20% off. I don't need
Exactly.
it, but I'm gonna buy it because it's 20% off. And you're not saving money if you don't need it. If you're never gonna
Yeah,
buy it, and
yeah.
that's the thing.
the only place you get good deals is like all the obscure places and like one day only because they give free stuff.
Yay! How do you know?
Because like, hey, I know things.
So I
Because
interrupted
the
you. You're on
advertisements
a train of thought there, or was that it?
I completely lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry because I was so intimidating.
No, but I'm just absolutely infuriated every time I see, look at our early Black Friday deals. Oh, you're going to love our Black Friday deals. It's like, no,
Not the
I'm
point.
going to love your Black Friday deals, not because you tell me, but because I'm going to go in there, but we're like, wow, that's a good deal.
On Friday.
Yes.
Black
on,
Friday.
On Black Friday. And what's the Cyber Monday thing that comes with it? It's like
Yes.
only like they're like, hey guys, it's Black Friday. And then all of the technology companies resellers in South Africa are like, let's do Cyber Monday. And then take a lot coming with their Blue Dot sale on these days. It's like, yeah. You
They're
can
trying
see
to be
this-
like Amazon with their
Exactly.
What's Amazon's Black Friday?
Just Black Friday. It's like just Prime deals, Black Friday.
Oh, isn't it Prime Day? Oh, Prime Day isn't Black
Prime Day is
Friday
a separate
though.
day.
Okay.
Yes. And then you get the Chinese Black Friday, which is called Singles Day, which is after Valentine's
cool.
Day because people feel bad.
Ah, come on.
So if you go like Alibaba, Singles Day.
Toxic culture. That.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of guys single there because there's a lot more guys than girls in China.
Yeah. But I don't think we should talk about China again.
No,
That's
no,
how
no.
we do get
Well,
that.
we're really banned there. Okay. I want to switch over to our our quiz. I've prepared a quiz for us today.
I barely know that.
I barely know that, and it's Know Your Boomer. It's a popping meme right now. So I've gone. Maybe your fiance would appreciate this, Tyron, because we're
How
going
old
back.
are you
in history.
insinuating his fiance?
No.
No, she's a history teacher.
Oh,
Yeah.
She doesn't work
okay.
at or whatever. Kanye West is a boomer.
Really?
Is he not?
No.
No. Boomers from 1960.
It's
Keanu
old. Boomers are
Reeves.
old, eh?
Keanu Reeves
19
is a boomer.
Oh,
He's like
1960
50-something.
backwards.
1963, I think. 64.
It's like between
okay.
the 50s and the 60s.
Yeah.
But before we go into that, I just want to say there won't be an episode out for December.
Yeah.
But we are working on something else that maybe we can upload in December. So keep your eyes peeled on the YouTube.
Please.
Yeah, just on that, like, we're not going away. It's just a bit of a hiatus that, like, I know you get people who go on hiatus and they don't come back. We're coming back.
No,
Expect us
absolutely.
in January. We have some really amazing projects we've been talking about
Yeah.
before this.
We're gonna have a jingle.
We're hopefully going to have a jingle by then. I'm not trying to raise up expectations.
Yeah.
So we are coming back, and stay tuned and tell all of your friends in the meantime.
Okay.
And subscribe so you know.
So welcome to Know Your Boomer. Okay. So first question. Which country did Germany invade on the 1st of September 1937?
No, that's not fair. You can't be like squeaking while you're still
can't you?
saying.
Sorry.
Sorry, got to
I
finish.
just know the answer.
Can you like raise your hand and then we know?
Okay. Option 1, France. 2, Czechoslovakia. 3, Poland. 4, Finland. Okay, I think it was Tyron. Poland, yeah.
Damn it. You should have done like World War One type thing, and then technically would have been Austria because
BT dubs.
Beta dubs.
2 days later, France and England declared war on Germany. 2 weeks later, the Soviet Union invaded Poland.
how many weeks later
Wow,
did
I didn't know about
France
the Soviet Union
surrender?
thing.
Because that's very important history.
Whoa, was that?
Do you know the answer? I don't actually know.
I'm just curious because
What did you say? How many days later?
how many days later did France surrender?
Wasn't it immediately?
Oh, probably.
This next question goes out to all our female listeners.
Woo!
What was the first country to give the women the vote in 1893? Very progressive country, this. 4 options: America, Australia, New Zealand, or Iceland. Okay, that was definitely Ezra.
It has to be something obscure. I'm going to say Iceland.
Incorrect. Tyron, you want to take
I'm
a
going to
guess?
say Australia.
You're going to say Australia. Incorrect. Ben, do you want to take a... Oh, my word.
Why is it so long?
My apologies. I'm gonna say New Zealand.
Correct.
Wow.
Oh, that was my second guess. I was going
Oh.
to say that.
Did they allow sheep to vote on? Sorry.
An argument can also be made for Sweden in the years 1718 and 1771, but it's generally held as New Zealand being the
Well
first
done,
country.
New
It's
Zealand.
super woke. Well, they have a female prime minister. And she had a baby in parliament.
Dude, she was the first...
In Parliament.
She gave birth in Parliament?
No.
That's
she
progressive.
No,
had
she-
a baby, her baby.
and
in
and isn't
parliament.
she the first female leader of a country to be pregnant as well in serving one of her
in
terms?
office?
Wow.
Oh, that's wild.
Like that's insane.
yeah.
She
Major
yeah,
strides were made.
kind of like also a young female leader as well.
Yeah, no,
you
she's-
suggest.
Didn't they
She
clone the
knows
first
it.
animal as well? New Zealand?
Oh, Dolly the
Sheep, yeah.
Wasn't it?
Which one of these 7 ancient wonders of the world
Ooh.
are one of the whatever? Okay, the Great Wall of China, Machu Picchu, Lighthouse of Alexandria, Taj Mahal.
Sorry, I don't know why.
Okay, that was you.
I'm going to say Great Wall of China.
Ancient wonders.
Yeah, that's like
False.
that was a while ago.
So can you run through the options one more time?
Wall of
Ezra-
China,
Ezra, you're
Machu
out.
Picchu, Lighthouse of Alexandria, Taj Mahal.
Sorry.
Okay, I know it's okay. I
Okay.
know it's not the Taj Mahal.
Okay.
Okay. Machu Picchu is the natural guess just because he was even before Galileo and stuff. But Alexandria was way before before Timbuktu. So I'm going to say the Lighthouse of Alexandria.
Correct. The Lighthouse of built around 280 BC. It was the tallest building in the world for many centuries. Yeah, boy. Very cool.
I just want to point out how like I basically invented this game and I suck at it so
Yeah.
much. It's
You've never won a
very
round.
ironic.
T-Dog.
This one goes straight out to your fiance. In 1066, at the Battle of Hastings, King Harold was defeated by who? Harold. It's one of those Genesis movies, just Harold fighting Harold on the battlefield, like ah.
It's like that Hitler meme where it's like, who killed Hitler?
William, Tostig, or Ragnar? It's spelled Tostig.
I'm gonna
Ragnar.
Ben, don't Google.
TOS. What?
Okay, Tyron, go
I'm
for
gonna
it.
say that one. The name I couldn't pronounce. What's it?
Tostig.
I'm gonna say Tostig.
False.
Fantastic one.
Is it Ragnar?
No, wait, you didn't.
I
Squeeze?
squeaked.
Did you squeak?
What was
That works so well, though.
what was the options, right?
It was Harold, William, Tostig, or Ragnar.
Oh, flip. My heart says the first one, but I'm going to say William.
Correct.
Yes.
At the Battle of Hastings in 1066, Harold was defeated by Duke William of Normandy.
Nice.
It was a French
Wow.
boy.
Can we just
Yeah,
pop
'cause
down?
nobody's at beach.
Can we just pop down a hashtag Team Ezra in
There we go.
in chat?
Hashtag
please? Yeah?
Team T Dog. Triple T.
Here we go. Sliced bread was invented in America 1928, France 1789, Australia 1897, Scotland 1902.
That works so well.
That's Ezra
I
first.
think that it was Ezra, yeah. Ezra?
Okay, so sorry, just one more time because I know which one I'm going to take.
America, France, Australia, Scotland.
Okay, so Australia is a bunch of prisoners. I'm going to say Australia.
Oh my word, false.
Oh,
I'm going to say the US.
Correct.
I was also gonna say
they
the
keep
US.
bragging
Damn
about
it.
that sliced bread thing.
It was created by Otto Frederick Rohwedder.
Wow.
Rohwedder,
I
sorry.
just remember the 19 from a meme.
Just follow up question.
Yeah.
Obviously, people sliced bread before this, right?
Sure,
It was
sure.
just like selling
Sorry, yeah. This is like a
Okay.
produced. Yeah.
Yes,
Whoa!
yeah.
It comes in a bag and it's sliced. You know, boomers. They love.
Okay.
They love go
The
crazy.
shortcut.
This is so
KFC.
progressive. They already have pre-peeled oranges.
Yeah, and then they put in plastic.
What? Are you
containers.
serious?
You know, that's why we have a garbage patch
I
in
need
the
to learn
ocean.
how
now.
to squeak this thing better.
Okay.
Okay.
Who was said to be so beautiful that her face launched 1,000 ships? Tyron.
It was
Cleopatra, Helena.
Helen of Troy.
Okay. Cool. Nefertiti or Salome?
Salami.
Salami.
It was salami.
Was it Helen of Troy?
Yeah, it was. You're correct.
Yes.
Correct. Nice one.
She
nice
started
one.
the whole.
The war, yeah.
yeah.
Hashtag the movie, bro. Brad Pitt, bro.
So
He
cultured,
was
yeah.
he was the beautiful face that launched the ship.
Don't
Tyron,
repeat
tell me,
that.
if I propose to a history teacher, will I too get this power you have?
Yo, bro, you're dominating this
Yeah,
quiz,
no,
man.
she tells me things.
Nice. It's healthy for a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, so who was Garibaldi?
Garibaldi. This name sounds so familiar.
He was either a famous Italian painter, an Italian soldier, an Italian chef, an Italian monk.
La 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 la.
Lived between the years of 1807 and 1882. Here we go.
That selection one more time because I thought he was a composer, but keep going.
He was a painter, soldier, or chef or monk.
Painter.
I was also gonna go paint.
That is incorrect. He was a famous soldier, played a very important role in the unification of Italy.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Giuseppe
We're not allowed to guess that last
Garibaldi.
one, right?
Giuseppe. Okay.
He did that.
Which year? This is a final question. This is for all the biscuits, but you've mostly got them. What year did the Berlin Wall fall?
Oh, yep.
1888. That's okay. I'm not
nope.
going to dox myself. 1994, 1991, 1989. Sure. I want to give it to Ty there, but just squeak again. No.
No, actually, I squeaked like this.
Yeah. Then this was you. Okay, go for it.
It was the latest one. So
Which one?
1994.
no, not 1994, 1989.
1989. Correct.
Yes. Sympathy points.
No.
Hashtag
Okay.
Team Ezra.
So this round of questioning.
Play the thing, bro. And the winner for the 8th episode.
So Ty, you don't barely know that. You know that.
I know boomers. I know post boomers.
you know Post
Boomerang
Malone?
memes. What?
No, well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you channeled your fiance on that on that quiz.
Shadow
Yeah,
your
it's her
fiance.
incentive program.
You've spent so much time with her now that it's just the
You
knowledge
are
has
her
become
now,
part of you.
Yeah, basically.
Basically. Okay. Listen, guys, I just want to thank everybody for listening
Yeah.
to episode 8.
That was fun.
And it'll be yeah, like we said, December isn't happening, but we've got something lining up. Find us on SoundCloud. Find us on Spotify, Apple Music. We're still on the YouTubes.
Get us on Instagram and Twitter and even Facebook if your parents are into us.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah.
Because like in any of the like amazing, exciting projects we have planned, as soon as those go live or in anticipation of that, we'll be posting there.
Absolutely.
And we'll also be posting as soon as we're back come next year.
Yeah.
So Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah,
Enjoy.
Shalom, Salam Alaikum, all that.
Alaikum
jazz.
salam. As we
So
say
cultured.
That. Wow.
Okay, bye guys. Thanks.